So this is gonna be really hard for me. I've tried to make this video for years and it's long overdue. Um, Being who I am and being open with myself and sharing with others how I feel shouldn't be this hard, but unfortunately, our society makes us feel like we have to hide who we are, and I'm done hiding. Um, I've tried to make this like 40,000 times tonight, but I keep getting really nervous and choking on my words, so I ended up typing it on my laptop what I want to say. So I'm going to be reading it, so if you see me reading, it's because I just typed what I wanted to say. Bear with me, I'm nervous. I'm not very open with this, but I've decided to be. That way I can help others that are the same. I'm done letting other people's opinions scare me from being open about who I am. If you're one of my closest friends, you've probably known this for my whole life, or for a few years. If you don't know this and we are close, please don't feel offended. Most likely I didn't tell you because of my own insecurities and fears. I hope that being open about this will allow others to not feel alone as I have for a long time. I'm transgender. Medical terms would be FTM or female to male transgender. Although I was born a biological female, my mind is male, which leaves me feeling trapped as a male in a female body. When I was young, I would cry and scream when my mom tried to get me to wear dresses on Sundays to church, or any other time. Those times are the ones I remember the most. I pretty much wore sweatpants and baggy shirts as a kid because I didn't feel comfortable in anything else. My closest friends were my cousins, and we would collect baseball cards and play with tech decks. And I want to clarify that the reason I feel this way aren't because I grew up with my closest friends being guys. The reason that I hung out with them the most were because they were who I felt like I related to. Nothing seemed weird until I hit puberty, and things were different for me and felt an uncomfortable different. I didn't want to go much into detail about this, so, I'm sure you know what puberty is and what happens. In 7th grade, I was still dressing the way I wanted to, super skater boy, and I made an awesome friend who didn't care that I was that way. She ended up introducing me to all of her cheerleader friends, her popular friends, and I'm not stereotyping cheerleaders, but, they were cheerleaders, so. They would be mean to me and say how much they didn't like me and say hurtful things. I felt like I had to try to be like a girl. I started dressing more girly in the end of 8th grade, wearing makeup, trying to be like them, trying to see what made them so happy. I had no idea what transgender was. I didn't even know it was a thing. 9th grade started and I felt somewhat popular. Everyone knew me and I couldn't go a step down the hall without someone saying hi to me. But I would go into the bathroom and look in the mirror and scream and wonder, why do I feel so empty? This isn't who I am. I tried self-harm, but no matter how much I hurt myself, it never took away the pain. I was sitting at my grandma's house and I grabbed the first thing I could find in the medicine cabinet and took handfuls. My grandma found me sitting in a chair and called 911. The next thing I knew, I was being walked out in front of the whole neighborhood, but I didn't care. I wanted to die. I didn't know who I was, and I ended up being put in until a psych unit, which, if you guys don't know what that is, it's like the mental org of like a hospital. I ended up being put into a psych unit, and I just wanted out because it was even worse than before because I was in the girls' psych unit and it was just really upsetting me and making my life feel even worse than it already was. So I ended up lying and telling everyone that I was okay and that I didn't want to hurt myself anymore for them to let me out. So after a week, I got out from lying. I stopped going out and just sat in my room and decided I needed a fresh start. So I moved from Cincinnati to Florida and I moved in with my dad. And I started finally being myself because this is something that could help you guys too, if which is why I'm doing this actually. I found out what transgender was from a YouTube video and figured out that I wasn't alone. And this was 5 years ago. It took me 5 years to tell everyone, but here you go. I start hormone therapy in 2 weeks. Sorry, I just got an email. But I start hormone therapy in 2 weeks. Sorry, this telling you guys this stuff is making me really nervous, but I'm just trying to be real, and I think it would be stupid to even try and edit these videos. I would love it if you guys would be with me through my journey in life. This isn't the biggest part of me, but it is an aspect. I actually stopped making videos for a while and stopped wanting to go out into public because of this. Transitioning will make me feel more comfortable in my own skin, and that's all I want. Um, I was on Warped Tour all summer, and um, it was just made me realize that I need to keep moving forward with my life and stop hiding who I am. Uh, Thank you to everyone who has been there and everyone who will be. If this video makes you not want to support me or my music anymore or anything that I do, well, that's okay because I don't need people like you in my life. If you feel this way too and have any questions or need someone to talk to, I'm always here. You can always talk to me. I love you and thank you for loving me.